Okay, guys. It's the 18th of December and got my hat on, and I'm still gonna do a bit of trading. Why not? Let's get our coffee. Let's get the trade on and see what we're up to. Now, if you saw the video I did earlier on, you'll have seen that I said I was interested in this particular market, which is pound JPY. Now, what I've already done for the guys is we had a bit of a live call earlier on. Take this down into our scruff, which was here, which happened to be what we were doing Euro USD. Now, that's fine. Happy with that. We've got a few quid out of that by looking at it. It's done what we said. Now I'm going back to this, which is my tracker. So that's the first analysis of the trade. And for the guys who like to read things, it's in there as well. So I've told them exactly what it is that I'm looking at. And then there's the full breakdown. Full write-up of why I'm doing it and how I'm doing it. And then score it out so I can understand what the trade is going to be. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put that analysis into action. Now I don't need any indicators because I've already worked everything out. Okay. Now your indicators are exactly what they say they are. They're just an indication of what's going on. So the first thing that I need to do is establish what this chart is all about. So if I take it out to the hourly, it can tell you, well, actually, let's just look at something for a second. There's a 5-minute chart. What does that tell you? What does it really tell you? Pushing down, it's maybe pulling up a little bit. But is it telling you any direction or anything like that? No. Let's look at this. What does that tell you? Even if I started scrunching this up, what's it telling you? Nothing. Not a bean. What's that telling you? Now this is telling me quite a bit. This is going back over a week's worth of data. We can see it's been in a range, strong range. It's broke through the range, come back. It's testing the bottom side of it and also testing these levels here, trying to push back against itself. Well, if it's pushing back against itself, it's going to be this move here. It's strong directional move. There's a testing point and then a collapse. Let me show you. So if I draw this in, so I'll just draw that in backwards so that we can see. What you can see there is it tried to come down, bounced off this level here, went back to where it came from, probed it, and has now come back into range. So these levels here are now in play. Okay. Them ones. Right. All the way up to that one. So I can take them off. Now I've got good entry exits in the market. Right. What else have we got? Well, we know through the analysis that I did earlier on that we're looking to sell this market. Okay, we're looking to sell it. It is in a bull market, but it's saying wait. Well, if it's saying wait, that means it wants to maybe move up a little bit. Well, it is, which is here. Okay. So where could that feasibly go to? Again, if we know it pulls back 50% of the time, probably about here. So that will create another pivot. So I'm just going to draw a line on that just so I can highlight that. Okay. So anywhere from there to there is pretty good. And then it says I want a minimum of 8 pips. So we'll say 10. Can I fit 10 pips into this market? Well, let's just draw a box of 10 pips. Well, there's the next stress point. Yeah. I can probably fit 10 pips quite easily from that blue line to that line. So that's not a bad idea either. Okay. So I can go with that. Take it down into 5 minutes. What have we got? Big push down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a bit of a cluster here. So really we can start the process sort of in and around this area here, and then look to get it up onto, well, we could actually probably start on that blue line because it's starting to move up. Okay, well, I can kind of live with that to a degree, you know, and then we'll just follow these candles up every 15 minutes. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So drop that down onto there. We'll set a target of 10 pips because it's not great, but it's not too bad. Cash. Right, we're starting the order process here. It's out of the noise because the price is up here. It's got quite a ways to come down, but we'll just follow that up and then let it run down. Now, because it's a C trade, I'm not going to extend the target. I'm just going to keep it at 10. So I'll get my 50 quid and I'll be happy with it. So that's what we're going to do. And I'll stage into it if I have to. And staging into it, well, it's going to run at that top level there. So that's roughly where we're going to have to think. So probably this area here will be our last point of entry. Last point of entry, and then we'll be looking, well, let's just put it this way. We'll have to think about the trade at that point. Okay, so I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, guys, I often talk about common sense in trading, and certainly don't be a dickhead. Have that there for sort of recreational uses. In other words, I love to wind Winky up. Oh, bloody hell, I've stuck it to the bloody desk. Gonna have to stop there now. She'll kick off in a minute. What is common sense about this chart when we're looking at it at this moment in time? Well, initially we're setting out for 10 pips. We're currently sitting on a 40 quid profit. But I have a quandary to think about. And that quandary is there is heavy news coming in 30 minutes. So I either take the money and run, or I try and ride out the trade. Now, at the moment, as you can see, this is really gone nowhere. It's just tittering around one thing and another. Now, we're pretty darn close to what I was after in the first place, which was 50 quid. You know, so what do? Where do I go with this? Well, as you can see, it's pulling backwards and forwards. It's breaking down. It may well push into this heavily. Well, one thing's for certain. We ain't going to be taking that trade. All right. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as this thing here goes kind of net positive, I'm going to look to get out of this trade. Okay. I think it's the sensible thing to do. It's the common sense thing to do. And the way we can do that, you just pull this into here. We can watch it there, you know, or you can take it up into here and you can watch it up here and let it go net positive. Okay. These are different areas that you can do. Now, at the moment, where we at? We are 25 to 12. The news is coming in at 12 o'clock. So any positioning of the market is going to start coming in and around now. So really what we want is, if this gets over 40 quid, we're going to close the trade off. Okay. So we'll leave it up there and we'll kind of just watch it to a degree. There we are. Bash. Let's get out. Bang. All right. I've killed the trade off. I think it's the right decision to make. Now, some people might disagree. I don't particularly care. But there we go. There it is. Just make certain I've got the tickets off. That's it. Okay. So everything's out. We've done just under 50 quid. I'm not bothered. You know, you can run at this as many times as you like and try and hold on to it. It won't do you any good. If the markets are flat, it's been flat here quite a while. Let's go up the time frame a little bit. Look, it's been like that for quite a while. Okay. So that could easily come up to test this when the news comes in. But look where it's stalled. It's stalled bang on the level that I put in. All right. Bang on it. So it is having a think and a bit of a thought. Now, if there wasn't a news announcement coming, I'd probably hold it back down into here. But because the news is coming, common sense is telling me to get out. Why? Because there's not a dickhead. Well, not on the charts anyway. You know, in real life, I'm the biggest dickhead you'll ever come across. Why, I do this for a living where I'm on my own all the time, out the way of people. You know, if I can help you, I will. I genuinely will. But I have very little time for dickhead. Okay. So, what's this all about today? Well, I planned it. Everything I do is about a plan and how to apply yourself to the chart in the first place. Now, this particular one, all right, it hasn't really rattled off very quickly. And this is the thing with the chart. You can always look at a chart and think, oh, well, it's going to do this. But we're dealing with the future. We don't know if it's going to do this. So therefore, we can only be a reactional trade. And that's what I'm doing. And at the moment, I planned this out. I took a trade based on what I believed was the right idea. And then I'm also very aware of what the times are. Now, if you look at the news thing that I did this morning, you will see I was talking about this particular trade before I came into it. So everything I do is pre-planned well in advance. And part of that is, if the news is coming, just stay out of it. You know, I don't need to be in the market. Why would I be in the markets when I'm at risk? Stupid. Common sense. So as always, guys, do well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love. And the fun. The funny. That's why, as a knobhead, you know, sometimes I get my words tangled. And do you know why I get my words tangled? Because I script nothing. You know, everything you see is raw and authentic. You want flashy videos where everything's all mood lighting and everything. Always ask yourself a simple question. Are you making films or are you trading? Well, I ain't making films. Do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one. Okay guys, quick interlude because I'm asked on pretty much every video a couple of questions. Who do I use and what platform do I use to build small accounts? Well, it's very simple. I come to BlackBull because you can trade with any amount of money that you choose. You've got over 26,000 products. So if you're Forex, indices, shares, commodities, you're going to find it. And they've got excellent world-leading leverage, which you can use to open up an asset and get your positions in. And also the spreads are fantastic. These are the companies that I use to build up. From here, I take it over into the fivers. I have never had a problem getting paid off these, as you can see. And one of the beauties of the fivers at the moment is they're introducing new programs and platforms all the time. They've now recently come back over into the US, so you guys can now take advantage of the prop. And you've got C Trader, and you've got the 3 programs here to choose from, which are very cost effective. Now, to give you an example, there's an account there, 157. You might be thinking, wow, what's that got to do with anything? Well, it is BlackBull, but let's see where it came from. Well, if I take this right to the very top, you'll see it started with £15, and then there's all of the trades running through. Don't get it right all the time, but running through £142 worth of profit, giving me 157. Well, if that's the case, I can now go and buy a prop fund and then feed those funds back into the live to push it forward. Now, if you're interested in any of these, come along and visit my website. You will see everything that I do, and there's extra discounts and exclusive links for both the companies. And both companies use the following platforms, which is TradingView, CTrader, and MetaTrader. My personal choice is MetaTrader, but it's all there for you, so you're on the same page, whichever.
I'd buy that for $1.
Good luck. Catch you soon. Let's get back to the video.